All right, what's up everyone? I want to start making these daily IoT. I kind of started them on Periscope. I'd like to move them over to YouTube. They're easier to upload and keep track of there. But anyway, just this idea of a daily video around Internet of Things, whether it's a project I'm working on or something I learned. And so what I want to talk about today is this device I've been working on the last few days, Internet Connected Button. And the way this started was I wanted to get an Amazon IoT button, and when I went to order one, I found out that you had to be a member of Prime first of all, and they're 20 bucks, and that they were out of stock. They're out of stock until August. So I'm not a Prime member. I don't really want to pay $100 a year. I don't order that much stuff from Amazon, and I didn't want to wait till August, so I wanted to make one, so I just started making one. And what's cool about this is I tweeted out that I didn't want to wait and didn't want to join Prime, so I was going to make one. And then Raul, another person on Twitter, said that he was interested in writing some code for some service, some back-end service stuff for it. And so we just started collaborating over the weekend on this project. And so sort of this first thing that I learned is there are a ton of people out there that are interested in Internet of Things and doing projects. And so if you're looking for somebody to sort of collab with and do a project, they're out there. Just reach out to somebody and see if they want to jam over a weekend. I've never met Raul in person, just on Twitter. So pretty cool. So what we started working on is I just took a particle photon. I don't know how well you can see that there. And it's running off of 2 AAA batteries. There's nothing else to it. It's not connected to anything. I push it. It wakes up from sleep. It's going to make a web call and then goes back to sleep. I've been running it on these 2 AAA batteries for days now. I push it every once in a while just for fun. And so a couple things I learned through this is, one, the documentation on the particle was wrong about sleep mode. So putting this into sort of a deep sleep so that it can run off the batteries for an extended time. But I found out there was just a slight error in the documentation about what happens when it wakes up on an interrupt. It says that it restarts execution of the code from the beginning, which is not true. It goes back into your main loop in your code. And so things like that are things that you're going to run into in your projects. The documentation, although Particle is first class when it comes to documentation, things like that, sort of maybe power features that not a lot of people are playing with, might not have that documentation quite right. And so that was an interesting thing to learn through this. So anyway, I just want to kind of document the process and the progress on the project. Right now we just have this breadboarded prototype. It's just got a photon, a resistor, a button, a couple AAA batteries. See how long it lasts and kind of see what sort of roadblocks we run into. Anyway, Raul's working on the service side of it. He's hopefully going to have some stuff in the next day or two that we can demo. Again, this isn't something groundbreaking new. There's lots of internet connected buttons out there, but the other thing I just want to stress is that if you're interested in getting started in Internet of Things, you're not going to make it very far if you're worried about reinventing the wheel. And so my first piece of advice is reinvent the wheel. You know, especially with an internet connected button, things like this, you start thinking, oh, you're making another if this then that, or another Amazon button. And the answer is yeah, we are. But we're learning a ton doing it. And so if you're interested in doing projects, please don't get hung up on this. I want to make something brand new. Like, I promise every idea you are going to come up with, somebody's probably already thought of and is already done. Just Google it. And so, but don't let that discourage you, man. Like, hop in there and start learning and have some fun. I'm having a ton of fun on this. Such a simple project, but met Raul on Twitter. We're jamming on it together, and it's just a fun project. So anyway, that's it for today's Daily IoT. If you have any questions or feedback, please hit me up down below in the comments. Would love to hear from you.